Today, the Gospel of Luke presents us with another or a short version of the Beatitude. The Beatitude, as we know, we have 8 of them, and we have a blog out there with the Beatitude as well. From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5. Luke gives us a short version in chapter 6 today. St. Augustine, when he was commenting on the Beatitude, summarized the Beatitude as the Magna Charta of Christian life. Magna Charta, like a rule book that one follows to get it right. We can just use an idea of the Constitution that tells us what to do. And last 2 years, Pope Francis, in one of his pastoral exhortations, titled Gaudete et Exsultate, called the Beatitude the Christian identity. In that document, rejoice and be glad that the Beatitude is the Christian identity. It is that gives us a way to go forward, a way that we testify and witness that we are really followers of Christ when we follow the instruction of the Beatitude. And when Jesus began to teach his disciples, he gave them a way of happiness, which is what the Beatitude is all about. The word Beatitude literally means happiness. Lucky are you, or happy are you, who are this and that. And he began his sermon, his public ministry, by telling them about where happiness lies, what happiness consists. And the happiness is not merely because of our present state or condition. That is, we are blessed not because we are literally poor, but because of a new condition in Christ Jesus Christ himself. That is why we are blessed. In Psalm 73:28, the psalmist tells us, to be near God is my happiness. To be near God is my happiness. And with that desire, which I believe is the desire and the yearning of everyone here, that is where the perfect happiness lies. And how can we begin to say, okay, poverty, hunger, mourning, persecution, how do all of this come into finding happiness or define happiness? So poverty of spirit finds enough room and joy in possessing only God as our happiness. And hunger of the spirit seeks nothing but the nourishment and the strength that comes from God's word and spirit. We can just use a concrete example. Am I hungry for the things of the Lord? If to be near God or the Lord is my happiness, am I hungry for him? Hungry to encounter him in the scripture, in the sacrament, even in my neighbor, as we see in the life of Peter Claver. And for those who are sorrowful, do I mourn and weep, like in Psalm 51? Mourn and weep and to be converted to the Lord, asking for forgiveness in various ways that I have failed. These are ways the Lord is calling us back to him, so that there is only in him we can find that beatitude, that happiness that all of our hearts yearn and desire. Psalm 42 tells us, "O God, you are my God, for you I long." That is, my soul is thirsting for you, like the deer running for the yearning for the morning spring. When shall I enter and behold him? Like a parched land, my soul thirsts for you. In Psalm 62 as well. To be near the Lord is my happiness. Peter Claver, that we celebrate today, found his happiness that he devoted his life to be called the slave of the slaves. He offered himself to serve the underprivileged. As we heard in the entrance introit, blessed are you, that possessing God when we treat, when I can't remember exactly how it is stated, when you do, whatever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, then we are blessed from the entrance entry. Peter was very nice guy, and he see and he saw God in these underprivileged members where he was a missionarist. And for close to 38 to 40 years, he spent his life serving these people. And he was said to have baptized about 300,000 of these slaves. And he ended up dying for them. As we come to remember his examples, we once again recall that to be near the Lord should be the happiness of every one of us, and to seek him and be satisfied. We are always satisfied each time we come to him, as we hunger for the bread that gives life, the food that nourishes. May we be blessed now and always through Christ our Lord.
Amen.